Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. This is the show where we discuss politics and obnoxious behavior of the left. I don't even want to talk about how they are trying to push loot as the king of green. Now, I'm sure everyone watching this has heard of Magic the Gathering. All the way back in high school, I played Magic with my friends. I was countering their spells, summoning creatures, and winning games. Many, many years have passed, and now we have reached what many consider Magic's worst era. Statistically, half of upcoming sets released this year are Universes Beyond. For those who don't know, Universes Beyond are Magic the Gathering sets that are combined with other intellectual properties such as Warhammer 40K, Assassin's Creed, and hailed as one of the best, Lord of the Rings. It's outrageous. As a fan who has followed the story for decades, who simply wants more original Magic content, we are slapped in the face with a wad of money by Wizards of the Coast. It's just outrageous. One of these problems lies within a card that I'm sure many of you have heard of, Jumbo Cactuar. I feel like we need to establish just why this card has shaken up political media. For starters, let's just read the card because that simply explains what it does. Jumbo Cactuar is a 7-cost, 2 green, 5 generic, 1, 7 green creature plant that whenever it attacks, I kid you not, it gains 9,999 power until end of turn. If and only if that successfully hits a player, they, statistically, 9 times out of 10, lose the game. Magic is no stranger to making overpowered, busted creature cards that are relatively easy to get out. You have cards like Ocelot Pride, Death's Shadow, and Blightsteel Colossus that is a 12-cost artifact creature with Infect. 12 cost is rather high, but there are plenty of ways to cheat it out there. This power and toughness is 11, meaning if that too hits you once, it's game over because of poison counters. I still think, however, that Jump Cactuar being a 7-cost and Blightsteel Colossus being a 12-cost, do you see the power difference here? Like Jumbo Cactuar shouldn't really be touted as the most overpowered card in Magic the Gathering, but I fully believe it can be. The left, or green players, are trying to pass this card off as not a big deal and it's just a removal magnet, or my favorite, I'll just chump block it. How about this? Those radical ideas apply to any card in general. When you repeat rhetoric like that, you are playing with playground rules. Let's say, hypothetically, I could just give it trample to smash past your chump blocker, or I could protect it from removal with green spells that give it hexproof. At this moment, I want to look at the card itself. Do you see how this is the only card in Magic that natively reaches damage this high? It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Many cards in this game don't even come close to how easy it is to get this card to 10,000 power. Don't even get me started on cards that don't even need it to deal combat damage to a player to gain an advantage. Tanuki Transplanter just gives green mana for participating. Do I really need to go over lifelink? These opinions are just what comes from my genius mind, and I challenge everyone out there to tell me why this card isn't good at all. I really hope no one on the left makes a rebuttal towards this video, pointing out my mistakes and contradictions. Anyway, that's all, folks. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below. Until next time, this is The Ben Show.